This episode of Toy Tractor Times News comes to you from Dyersville, Iowa, the farm toy capital of the world. Toy Tractor Times was out in Dyersville, a small town in northeast Iowa that is known as the farm toy capital of the world because it is home to Ertl, Speccast, and Scale Models, the major manufacturer of farm toys. We were out there for the National Farm Toy Show, and I wanted to share a clip of coming into town that's pretty neat. All the tractor dealerships are lined up: John Deere, Case IH, Agco, and New Holland, one right after the other, kind of like you see car dealerships in other towns. And it was just neat to see all this big equipment as you roll into the farm toy capital of the world. This episode of Toy Tractor Times News will bring you information from the National Farm Toy Show, some of the new releases from Ertl and Speccast, what's new to dealer shelves this week, and some other farm toy collecting information. Toy Tractor Times was set up in the National Farm Toy Museum during the National Farm Toy Show. Here's our table. We had the new Ford 9000 and 1/64 scale on display that Speccast produced as our 2017 anniversary tractor, and these models turned out great. Speccast just does a great detail job in 1/64 scale. We also had Big Tractor Power on display. That's our sister YouTube channel, and we were playing some different episodes of Big Tractor Power. We also had our new Oliver 1650 and White Mighty Toe 478 tractor on display. Both the Ford and the Oliver completely sold out this year, and they were a great project, and we're already working on our next models with Speccast and look forward to announcing those later in 2018. Here's just a little more of the table. We had our Minneapolis Moline G950 and Cockshed 1855 on display, as well as information on Toy Tractor Times social media. And it's just always exciting to get out to the National Farm Toy Show and talk with the collectors and film for YouTube. Here we are in the Ertl showroom during their open house with all the new products which Toy Tractor Times filmed. The first new product we're going to take a look at in this news segment is the Allis-Chalmers D21 and 1/16 scale. This served as the 40th anniversary National Farm Toy Show tractor from Toy Farmer magazine, and it's an all-new prestige detailed 1/16 scale model. You can see it has great detail with the chrome grille and all the shift levers on the operator's platform. Here we can get a look at all the controls and the detail, the fuel tank, the 3-point hitch on the back. And this D21 was a very popular seller for the National Farm Toy Show and Toy Farmer this year. You can see the box has some good history on the D21 that was introduced in 1963, and it was the big tractor for the AC line through the 1960s. And here we can see the 40th anniversary National Farm Toy Show logo on the box, so this will certainly be a great collectible to keep in your collection for years to come. To celebrate 40 years of Toy Farmer and the National Farm Toy Show, there were chrome orange D21s. You can see the reflective metallic look to these. There are 40 of them randomly inserted, so if you got one when you ordered it, you're pretty lucky. And again, you can just see how it just stands out and shimmers a little more than the regular 1/16 D21 that was produced. There was also a 1/64th show model this year. Again, the 40th anniversary National Farm Toy Show model. It was an Allis-Chalmers 440. This is the early model with a white cab, built by the Steiger Company in Fargo, North Dakota for Alice in the early 1970s, and just a great model. This was something that really many collectors are looking forward to. It's got a 3-point hitch, and they are completely sold out as well. So hopefully you ordered one and got one in your collection. Here's the orange metallic one. The quick way to tell this one is it's got a black 3-point, and again, you can see it just shines a little more than the regular one. The big surprise at this year's Ertl Open House was the 1/64th John Deere 1870 air hoe drill, and this plants winter wheat and small grains. This big drill folds up. You can see here it folds over, and it's a 5-section machine. You can see the dolly wheels in the front swivel just like the real thing. And this will look perfect with a John Deere 9620R or a 9620RX in 1/64 scale. You can see the detail here. It's hooked up to the big new John Deere C850 commodity cart. It holds 850 bushels of seed and fertilizer, depending on how you want to set it up. You can see it's got all the big tanks, and you can see the detail under here. It's got all the plumbing and the piping for the commodities to go into the drill. And then what I really liked about it was it has the loading auger where you could load off a semi-truck and bring in seed. And you can see it's fully posable. It goes up and down and moves around and can be posed to whichever tank you want to show being filled. So this will be a great collectible for your shelf or your model farm. And then it also, when we move around to the back here, you can see it's got large wheels up front and then dual wheels in the back, and then also has an additional hitch if you want to hook up an anhydrous tank to the rear of the machine. So this will be exciting to see, and it'll be available in December of 2017. SpecCast also hosts an open house during the 2017 National Farm Toy Show, and Toy Tractor Times was there to film all of the new SpecCast products for 2017. And we'll have a separate video on the SpecCast open house and the Ertl open house so you can see all the products that are on display. I'd like to take a look at two new products that are being released the first week of December, and that's the new 1/64th Case IH Optum 300 and the New Holland T7.315 HD tractors from SpecCast. They're high-detailed modern machines from Case New Holland, and we'll just take a quick review of what these new models have to offer. We'll look at the 300 Optum. It's got large floater singles. This is a great baling tractor, manure spreader tractor set up this way. You can see the detail in the hood and the decal. And I really like this tractor, and I'm looking forward to adding it to my collection and probably putting one on my farm display. And you can just see it's got the mud fenders inside the cab. It's got all the controls, the digital readouts, the computer screen, and SpecCast just knows how to make 1/64th models. It's got a 3-point hitch. It's got all the fender lights. It's got the warning lights on the cab, Case IH, AFS, GPS beacon, and I'm really just excited to see models like this coming from SpecCast and Case IH in 1/64 scale. Look at the New Holland T7 315 HD. This is a big heavy-duty tractor, and it is produced in the same factory as the Case IH Optum. You can see SpecCast added a different front weight to the model, and of course it has the New Holland hood that differentiates it from the Case IH model. It's got those large floater tires. You can see all the detail underneath the tractor. It's got the fuel and the def tanks there on the side. Hazard lights, New Holland IntelliSteer GPS on the roof. We can flip it around here and take a look at the 3-point hitch area, and then take a look inside the cab. You can see as it rolls along, it's got good detail. All the computer screens and controls are in there. Very nice on a 1/64th model. Again, we can look at that front weight up front, that New Holland hood, and it's just great that SpecCast is also now producing high detail New Holland 1/64th models. Sometimes you get to see prototypes and things that companies are working on, and SpecCast has been working on a 1/64th Rogator RG1300, and we got to get a quick preview of this model, and we'll be bringing you a separate video just on this model, but we thought we'd throw it in here as a surprise from the National Farm Toy Show. New to collectors' shelves this week is the Ford F350 John Deere dealer service truck and dealer truck, and we'll take a look at these new trucks in the next segment. Here they are, new in the box. They are just out at participating John Deere dealers this week. Great new product from the Ertl Company on 1/64 scale, and we'll open up the trucks and take a look at them and show you what they can do on your farm display. Here is the John Deere dealer truck. This would be something for the salesman to drive out to farms and take a look at equipment, and we'll take it out of the package here. Nice dually F350, big Ford truck. It's got the sunroof and quad cab. And then we've also got the service truck, and this is something that collectors have been really excited about since it was announced in August by the Ertl Company. We'll take it out of the package, and you can take a look at it. It's got the service bed on it, John Deere dealer decals, and this is another nice piece from the Ertl Company. Let's take a look at those new F350 trucks from Ertl in 1/64 scale. The dealer edition truck is perfect for making sales call out to customers in the field. You can see it's a dually model, and it's also equipped with a fifth wheel hitch in the back of the trailer. Ertl does make a fifth wheel trailer. Here, after making that sales call in the field, it looks like they've made a sale and are delivering a new tractor with the F350, and it's a perfect combination. The trailer is something that Ertl makes separately, but they make a good team if you purchase both the truck and the fifth wheel trailer. You can see it hooks right on the back there, and just a great model. We can also head out to the field to see the new service truck. This is perfect for the model farm. It's equipped with all sorts of tools like this crane that swivels out to the John Deere S690 to help with a repair, and the crane is fully posable. It moves back and forth across the entire bed of the truck. You'll also notice it's got diamond plating inside all the tool drawers. It even has a welder mounted on the back, and Nice big rear hitch for towing things. Another great model from Ertl. We'll flip it around here, and you can see it's got the lights painted on the top. It's got the chrome grille. It's a 4-door model. Again, you can see all those tool drawers, and hopefully we'll see this as a Case IH dealer service truck, AGCO, New Holland, and Versatile. The main event at the National Farm Toy Show is the display contest, and the gold trophies this year went to Adam Frericks in second place and Chris Steeb in first place. The guys did a tremendous job in detailing out their small-scale division displays. Adam took home the gold 440, and Chris took home the big gold D21, and Toy Tractor Times YouTube will have full coverage of their displays. In the large-scale division, Bill Funk took second place, and Seth Eberhardt took first place with his grain elevator display. Here we can see Chris Steeb showing off his first place display that featured an Oklahoma dairy farm with a fire on it. It was very unique and a standout exhibit at the show. Adam Frericks had a great display as well, with highly detailed grain farming equipment like this John Deere dry fertilizer applicator that folds up just like the real thing. And there are all sorts of great displays, and we'll have full coverage of where everybody placed. There were 13 displays on hand. Here's Scott Galliart, who had an exhibit of the Steiger farm where the original Steiger four-wheel drive tractors were built. Tim Holker had a neat display featuring 95 years of Gleaner combine history with the original 1923 Gleaner. Belly Wiltfang had a neat carrot harvest display. There were several youth displays that will feature on Toy Tractor Times YouTube in the future. Here's Bill Funk's second place large-scale wintertime scene. There were all sorts of large-scale displays at the show. Lots of small scale, including this impressive beet piler display. There was even a 1/87th HO scale farm display, and there were a couple dairy farms, and we'll feature all these different displays. There were a total of 13 displays, and Toy Tractor Times YouTube will feature a video on each one with the builder, an interview and tour of all their work at the National Farm Toy Show. Toy Tractor Times hosted its 17th annual Toy Talk dinner at the Country Junction restaurant during the National Farm Toy Show. We had a sold-out crowd of all of our members and fans, and we really enjoyed having Ryan Kister from How Farms Work on YouTube be our guest speaker. He visited with fans. He had a great presentation about his family farm and how he's grown a YouTube channel called How Farms Work to 115,000 fans. We also had our annual custom exhibit at the dinner. A lot of our members of ToyTractorTimes.com Toy Talk build a lot of amazing customs. In fact, they're among the very best in our hobby, and it's always neat to see them on Toy Talk, but even better to see them in person at our annual dinner. The next Toy Tractor Times dinner will be on November 3rd, 2018, 6:30 p.m. at the Country Junction Restaurant in Dyersville, Iowa. Mark it on your calendar, and we hope to see you there. And we visited with a few of our members who came from quite a distance.
Alex Susko from Langton, Ontario, Canada.
I'm Vendel Susko from Langton, Ontario, Canada.
So you guys come to our Toy Tractor Times dinner every year, and you're here in Dyersville. How long of a drive is it all the way from Ontario, Canada to come down here?
It's about 11 and a half hours.
Well, we really appreciate you being a part of Toy Tractor Times and the hobby. And so what are you looking for at the show, or what was a good find this year?
Nothing really specific, just whatever.
We like Massey Ferguson, Massey Harris, so
Sure.
we found a nice few pieces.
That's good. Anything super special you're looking for in the Massey Harris line that if you could find it, it'd be good? Or
Oh, probably a nice rule mint in the box.
those are good ones.
Yeah. Expensive too.
Absolutely. Well, thanks a lot, and hope you have a safe trip home, and we'll look forward to seeing you here at the dinner next year.
Thank you.
Thanks a
Thank you
lot.
very much.
We enjoyed talking.
Hey, Toy Tractor Times is here with David, who's all the way from Australia here in Dyersville at the National Farm Toy Show. David, tell us a little bit about yourself and collecting toys in Australia.
My name's David, and I'm from a farm in the state of Victoria, southeastern Australia. I've collected farm toys since I was a little boy. My mum and dad bought me my first one when I was about 6 years old. I've got a great big collection now. This is my first year I've ever been to the National Toy Show. I've been working on a farm in Saskatchewan for the past 2 years, and we thought we'd make a trip down and see what it's all about.
Hey, it's great to have you here. And how long is that trip? Because Saskatchewan's not exactly next to Iowa.
So far we've done 24 hours of total driving time. That's not continuous. We've had a few stops along the way. and it'll take about the same to get home again.
Well, thanks for coming to Dyersville and collecting toys, and it's just awesome to meet people from all over the world here at the National Show.
No worries.
Thanks, David.
Thank you.
Toy Tractor Times is here with Ryan from How Farms Work. Ryan, we appreciate you coming to Dyersville, Iowa, and taking part in our annual Toy Tractor Times dinner and spending the day at the National Farm Toy Show. We definitely want to connect you guys to our hobby and share a little bit about farming with the younger collector and the older collector. You've got a great channel. You're up to 115,000 viewers and still going. What's coming up on your channel, or what are your plans?
Well, my plans for the channel are to kind of keep things going the way they've been going. Things have been very good for the last 2 years, and growth has just kind of exploded. So what I've been trying to do lately is to upgrade to 4K footage with my videos to kind of give that extra bit of resolution. And what I found is that when I record them in 4K, even if I output them as 1080, they still look much better than they do when they're recorded at 1080. So people have really been commenting lately on how much clearer the videos are and how much more they can really see in the videos. So,
well, and you do a great job with your editing. We enjoyed your presentation tonight here at the dinner, and just neat how you line things up, and it's looking good.
Yeah, I think so too. The way things have been going, hopefully we can hit that 200,000 subscriber mark fairly soon. I'm pretty sure we'll hit it a lot faster than we hit the 100,000, that's for sure.
Well, you're just such a positive influence for agriculture, and we had a lot of young kids out here at the show, and I mean, they just really look up to you as a role model in agriculture, and it's appreciated what you're doing for the industry.
Yeah, I try to be the best role model that I can be, because I know that a lot of eyes are on me, and I just want to be the best role model that I can possibly be.
Well, thanks again for your time and kind of checking out our hobby and part of farming on a smaller scale.
Oh yeah, I love coming here.
We're hoping maybe we can put a challenge out there. I think we got a few collectors that might want to build a replica of your farm and share it at these shows. So we'll see where that turns out.
I'm interested to see how things go next year. Might see a How Farms Work diagram somewhere.
That's cool. Great. Well, we hope you'll maybe come back to one of these shows again, and we'll keep on watching How Farms Work on YouTube.
Sounds
Thanks
great.
a lot. I did some filming while I was out in Dyersville for Big Tractor Power YouTube, and it was neat to see some real machines in the field, like this 1977 white 2155 with a Kloss 750 TT Lexion combine. Also got to see some great classics like this Minneapolis Moline A4T 1600 four-wheel drive. This tractor influenced the scale models replica of the Moline A4T, and we'll have a full story on that tractor on Toy Tractor Times and Big Tractor Power YouTube. Also got to see a classic 1978 John Deere 6600 side hill. It was pretty neat to see this combine as it self-leveled through the rolling corn fields in the Dyersville area, and that will be on Big Tractor Power YouTube in the near future. Also got to see a great classic John Deere tractor. The last serial number John Deere 4760 was originally sold in Dyersville, Iowa, and is still on that original farm where it made its home. And here we can see it working with a grain cart as a John Deere 9560 STS side hill is harvesting some corn. And all these machines and a few other ones that I filmed while I was out in Dyersville will all be on Big Tractor Power YouTube. So we hope you'll check out our sister channel. If you like big farm equipment at work in the field, you'll like Big Tractor Power. There are several great farm toy shows coming up in December, and ToyTractorTimes.com has all of them listed on their events page, and we'll feature a few here on Toy Tractor Times News YouTube. The Western Kentucky Farm Toy Show is coming up. It's the 33rd annual show. It's going to be held at Valor Hall in Oak Grove, Kentucky on December 2nd. Also on Saturday, December 2nd, is the 33rd annual Western New York Farm Toy Show in Geneseo, New York at the Central High School. There's also the Breckenridge FFA Farm Toy Show on Saturday, December 2nd in Breckenridge, Michigan at the high school. We also have another great show coming up in Southeast Missouri. It's the 30th annual SEMO Farm Toy Show in Sikeston, Missouri, and that'll be December 8th and 9th, a Friday and Saturday. So we hope that you'll be able to check these shows out, and always remember to visit ToyTractorTimes.com to find out information on shows that are being held in your area. As we conclude this edition of Toy Tractor Times News, I wanted to share that the gold Minneapolis Moline tractors that we featured in the last edition of Toy Tractor Times News on YouTube were auctioned off in a silent auction during the National Farm Toy Show to support the National Farm Toy Museum, and the tractors brought over $1,500 to support the museum's programs. And if you're in Dyersville for the Summer Farm Toy Show in 2018 in June, or the National Farm Toy Show in November, or any other time of the year, make sure to stop by and check out the Farm Toy Museum. It has a great collection, lots of exhibits and information, and it's always an exciting trip when you're in Dyersville. I hope that you've enjoyed this edition of Toy Tractor Times News on YouTube. You can always follow us on toytractortimes.com and join in the farm toy discussion and share pictures of your farm display and custom farm toy projects, ask questions, and visit with toy collectors from all over the world. We also have daily updates shared on Toy Tractor Times Instagram and Facebook, so we hope that you'll check us out on the website and social media. And as always, thank you for watching Toy Tractor Times YouTube.